Hey there, it's Elizabeth, and welcome back to a Ramble session. Finally, I've missed you guys. I spontaneously took off last week. And I've missed you. I've missed video taping and filming and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, it's been a little bit of a rough few weeks, but yeah, been a little stressful around here. So, um, anyway, yeah, so I did not film. I don't even think I came into my craft room for any length of time last week, the entire week. So, yeah, I just was not in the mood to do anything. I mean, I did some things here and there, but really just not in the mood. So, yeah, just life happens. You know what I mean? Stress and good stress and bad stress, I mean, it's all stress, but it can be good things as well as bad things. So, yeah. And I wanted to thank you guys too. I got some lovely messages wondering where I have been, and yeah, and to see if I was okay, and I am okay. Everything is a-okay. So yeah, thank you so much for your loving kindness. It just means so much to me, and all the people on the Facebook group that that texted me to see if all was going well. Yeah, so if you didn't know, last Friday my husband had to go in for his second surgery to remove some tumors from his esophagus. So that the surgery went well, and yeah, now we wait on pathology and go from there. He will most likely be starting some radio frequency treatments coming up here in 2 months. So yeah, we're hoping that that gives him some relief and helps with the issues that he's been having. So yeah, so that's where that is. Yeah, what are some good things? Let's just get off the whole sickness thing. Oh gosh. My life has consisted of doctor's appointments and, of course, hospital visits and all of that fun stuff. So yeah, I had to go in last week because I had some issue with the incision mark that they did a few weeks ago to remove a spot on my chest. You know that I deal with, I was diagnosed last year, a year and a half ago, with malignant melanoma. So I go in and get checked out every 3 months. And yeah, I had to have a spot removed a couple months ago. And something happened with the dissolving stitches. One of them did not dissolve, I guess. And so anyway, not going into too much detail, when I went back in for my checkup, they were like, yeah, we need to take that out. So they still really don't know what it is or what it was. I don't know. I'm assuming that it was just a stitch that did not dissolve. So they ended up taking that out, and I got 2 more stitches to boot. So yeah, fun. Okay, now for real, on to the good stress. So some other things going on in my world. Excuse me, here's Fred. There was Fred, but here he comes again because he didn't make a sufficient appearance, I guess. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Okay, some good news. Yeah, my 75-year-old dad is getting married. So yeah, his wedding is coming up soon, so that's exciting. The 13-hour drive there is not exciting, but yeah, we're going to get to see, I'm going to get to see, of course, most of my family. And so that'll be nice because we don't often get to see them, and we're not often all together at one time. So that'll be sweet, and getting to meet new family members and all that. So that's all good. And what else? Oh, my daughter's graduating at the end of April, which reminds me I have to work on her cap topper, her graduation cap topper. I need to paint that up. She gave me a design to do. So yeah, she's graduating with honors, and we're just so proud of her. She's graduating with her 4-year degree, a bachelor's of art degree in English. So, and along with that, we also got some extra special news that she has been offered her own 4th grade class to teach next year. So she is super excited about that. Oh my goodness. It just has to pass the school board first. So, you know, we are super excited, but kind of holding back on our excitement because, you know, we want to make sure that she's definitely, you know, in like Flynn, as they say. So yeah, so she's super excited about that. And then on my son's side, he finally got his offer letter. So he will be going in April 2nd, I believe. He'll be going in to begin work as an ANPO, which is, let me see if I can get it right. It's an associate nuclear operator. Associate nuclear plant operator. So yeah. Yeah, so he's off and running on his career, so that's good news too. So yeah, just so many things going on. Okay, so that's my life in a nutshell. So yeah, again, thank you so much for all of your well wishes and prayers and all of that. We really do appreciate it. So let's see what's going on the Fauxbonichi front and what have I been up to. In all honesty, last week I was like on the phone so much that I hardly even set foot in here. So yeah, on the Fauxbonichi front, I am all caught up. Can you believe it? Yeah. Hello. Yeah, I even did yesterday's page on yesterday because I kind of knew what was going to happen throughout the day. And, you know, I do have to add a tip in though, because there are extra things that did happen after I wrote it, which is fine. That's what tip-ins are for, right? So yeah, so I've gotten all this done. You'll see all this in a flip through, which I need to do some more flip throughs. And then I'll get on that hopefully soon. And then I received such a lovely happy mail from my dear friend Rosie. And she was actually the first winner of a giveaway I had done about 1.5 years ago or so now. And so, yeah, she's so sweet. She sent me an enormous package. Oh, my heavens. So this was one of the things that she sent. One of many. I'm not going to go through, you know, the whole thing. But this is a paper bag mini album. So how cute is that, right? There's a little pocket where the paper bag is, and then here's the pocket of the fold of the paper bag right here, so you can put stuff in there. And then she sent me a lot of bits and scraps from the paper pack, and this flips up, and it's just so beautiful. So thank you so much. She sent me gobs of beautiful items, and I love Kirby Teasdale paper too. It's one of my favorite paper packs. Love it. So that, and she also sent me, well, like I said, I mean, just gobs of stuff. My gosh, you just spoiled me rotten, dear. But I'm so thankful and humbled. So she sent me this beautiful package of just buttons and wood buttons and little glittery doodads and brads and all kinds of fun stuff. So those will be fun on a journal. She sent me a whole load of washi. Oh my goodness, because y'all know, I mean, we can't have too much washi. And then she sent me a lovely bunch of these hot pads, which are just gorgeous. Oh, I love these things. They're so pretty. She did such a nice job. So she sent me a bunch of those. She also sent me this, which is so adorable. Oh my gosh. I loved it. I think it's like single crochet maybe. I'm not very good at the stitches, but knowing what stitches are what. But anyway, super cute idea. So it holds tissues, right? And I mean, if you're anything like me, you get these tissues, right? And you put them in your purse, and then they usually have like a little opening thing, you know, where you can get pull the tissues out. I'm sure there's one on here. I'm just not seeing it. But, oh, there it is right there. But inevitably, right, the thing explodes in your purse. So the next time you need a tissue, you're pulling out this wad that looks like it's been used by 10 different people, and it's disgusting, right? So how sweet is this? Ta-da! Grossness averted, okay? This is gonna go directly into my purse. I love it, and I will especially use it at my dad's wedding. So, so that was super duper sweet. Oh my goodness, just so many different things. She sent me like, you know, like a bunch of trims. These will be lovely. She sent me a bunch of, what is this, like floss, you know? And so I'll be using that on projects, definitely. She sent me some sweet little tabs and little bitty die cuts that I can use on clusters or whatnot. She also sent me this beautiful thing. I love this. This is going to go into my crochet bag, I do believe, because see, it holds all of these things. And Rosie dear, I need to get in touch with you, because if you made this, you're going to have to now teach me how to make it. Okay. So this beautiful crochet flower out of floss. Oh my gosh. How gorgeous would those be on a journal cover? Lace and trims and this beautiful, beautiful fabric. And this is made out of lace trim and felt. So how adorable is that, right? Here's another crochet flower. So sweet. Oh, and here's like a, this is probably from a piece of trim, but little snaps and just safety pins and little head pins and oh, just beautiful. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And so much more. It was just so, so, so lovely. Yeah, beautiful. So thank you very much. So let me see, what are some of the things I've been working on? I have been working on this. Okay, and I did find a use for my wonky flower. So I know some of you like on the comments were like, don't get rid of the flower. Don't get rid of the wonky flower. So this is a button, whoops, from Rosie. Sorry for the reach. And so, yeah, I think I'm going to do this, right? And this is going to be, I think, a sweet little girly journal. And this is how I just... this is how it looks on the inside. It's very stiff. And honestly, I made it out of a 9x6 clasp envelope, I believe. And it's very stiff in the center because I used the stinky glue, the Fabri-Tac, and it dries like hard as a rock. I didn't know that, but I think once I put the one signature in, that's assuming I can bore a hole into the spine. I'll put one signature in, and then I of course glued the, you know, the lace trim, sandwiched it in between the inside cover and the outside cover, and the outside cover is padded. It has batting on it, and then I covered it in fabric, and on the around here, this is called a blanket stitch. Super fun to do, and yeah, really easy. So this is going to be a little girl's journal, a little girly journal, I think. So was working on that, and let me tell you where I got the idea from. Where's my paper? Okay, I got the idea from I was watching Recreations by Brooke. Okay, love her. If you have not been to her channel, you need to go over there and check her out. She does beautiful, beautiful work. And yeah, she does her Fauxbonichi in a handmade journal. And I think she calls it a garden for all seasons. And it's just, excuse me, it's just absolutely gorgeous. So please go over and check her out. And I'll link her channel below. And she also has an Etsy store, and I've given her a shout out before, but I just love watching her videos. So I was watching one of her videos. Oh, it was on a beautiful journal called Grandma's Kitchen Drawer. Oh my gosh. Stunning journal. I'm hoping that it sold, but yeah, it was in her Etsy store, and it's just gorgeous. So I was watching that video, and as I was watching that video, she mentioned a gal named Gayle Agostinelli. I hope I pronounced that right. Agostinelli. I will leave her link below because that's where I got the idea for this. She was doing another kind of journal, and I really liked the use of the fabric and all of that. And so yeah, I kind of, you know, made my own spin on it, and this is what I came up with. And I have some really colorful, cutesy scrapbook paper. So yeah, I'll make this into a little bitty junk journal, and that'll be fun. What else have I been working on? Oh, I did finally get some seam binding. I did finally get some. This is the Hug Snug seam binding. So this is dyed with archival ink, actually. So yeah, and there are a lot of different videos that you can go on on YouTube to learn how to dye your seam binding. One of them might be Gayle's, in fact. Yeah, the channel I just mentioned. Okay, so then I also did seam binding for these because I don't know if I told you, this is my November December 2015 Fauxbonichi, and originally I had them all. What do you call this? Closure. Thank you. Yeah, I originally had the closure as just a headband. Well, in our climate, our climate's tropical, you know, it's very humid. And so after a year or two, it degrades, the humidity degrades the elasticity, the heat and humidity. And so I go to open my book and the rubber band snaps and flings across the room. So, yeah, so this is how I'm going to close all of my Fauxbonichis. So, and this seam binding was dyed using distress ink pads, okay? And then here's another one that I did, right? So I've been working on that. Let's see what else. Oh, I want to show you some cute things that I got, I think. Look at these beautiful pads of paper that I got. And I don't even know where, let me see. I got these at Bell's Outlet, okay? And they were $5. And they're just simply notepads, right? But they would be so sweet to put into a junk journal as little journaling spots because they have lines on them and whatever. And let me show you how I used them in my Fauxbonichi. I love paper for one. But I love notepads and all that kind of stuff. So this is how I used it. I just took two, is that in view? Yeah. I took two of them and put just a really brightly colored piece of copy paper and glued it on, right? And then I could write on it like that. See? Put it in as a little tip-in. So super cute, but even in a journal, you know, I can use them in this sweet little journal here. Just like fold them in half and tuck them into a pocket somewhere. Or you could even simply cut this off if you want and use these beautiful butterflies, or cut this bottom. So many things you can do with I love these things. So along that same note, I got these as well, and I can't remember. Oh, I got these the same day at Bell's Outlet again. I think Bell's Outlet, well, it's a U.S. store for one, but I do believe that it is a store down south. Like, I know they have them in Florida. They might have them in Georgia, I think. Anyway, I go to the outlet, and these are Molly and Rex, and I love these as well. Look how super cute that is. They're just paper, and they're not Post-its, right? They're just note paper, notepads, okay, to keep in your purse or whatnot. But what I did with them, let me see here. Let me move some of my stuff around. If I can find, they're probably like at the bottom of this pile somewhere. Oh, good heavens me. Okay. All right, so this is one of the things I did with it. This is one of them. I can't remember which one. This one right here. Sorry for the shadowing. Okay, so this one right here, right? So what I did was I took one of the pieces of paper, and then I had this beautiful flower image from a book. And so I glued them together. You don't have to glue them together, because then I sewed it, right? So I did some zigzag and straight stitching all the way around just to make a border, and wrote some journaling on it. And now I need to figure out where I need to put this in my Fauxbonichi because it's been sitting on my desk. So yeah, I need to find the place that this needs to be stuck in. And then another thing I did too was I just had some random stuff on my desk, and this beautiful vintage illustration is from a vintage bedtime storybook, and I love it. It is just, it's so adorable, right? And this is actually the story that goes with it. So I did the same thing, you know, I stuck them together and then I sewed around it. I put a tab on here, and yeah, and then edged it with some archival ink. So it came out super cute, and this can just go in, I think I might even just put it in this girly, whatever this is called, journal. Yeah, see, it'll fit in there in a little pocket or something, or tuck spot. So yeah, so I want to make a couple of these, maybe, possibly. What else? So yeah, that's a super cute idea to use these little pads for. So you have like little journaling spots here and there. I think it's super cute. One of the things I'm looking on my desk right now, and this is a napkin, beautiful napkin. Again, got it at Bell's. And let me just show you how I used it, because I think it's super fun and super pretty. So here's a spread that I did from last week or whenever it was. And I just simply cut these out of the napkin. And of course, I took the backing off, the plies off, and then I glued them with a glue stick. That's it. I was very careful with them because they are very delicate. But yeah, they're just beautiful. I love the way it came out. So there's an idea for you for that. Let's see what else. Crochet. This is not a crochet channel, but instead of like, I put this on my, here, let me give you something pretty to look at. Instead of putting this, I put this, hello, on my Facebook the other day. And so yeah, instead of like a crazy cat lady, I become a crazy yarn lady. Yeah, it's happening, folks. It's real. So this right here is the final throw that I made and it's for a dear friend for her birthday this week. So I packaged it up for her, and there is the side of it. And I don't know how much it measures because I did not use a pattern. So all I did was I used the moss stitch, or it's sometimes called the linen stitch. So that's what I did. And yeah, it's just a throw. And then if you can tell, I don't know, can you tell? See, I did like a border on it. This is like a scallop border along with two rows of single crochet for the border. I know that's hard to see, sorry. So I did that. That was super fun, and I can't wait to give it to her because the last time she came over, she saw it and she's like, oh my gosh, that's so pretty, I love it. So in the back of my mind, I thought, I'm glad you love it because it's yours. And then this happened. Okay, so then I learned how to do the granny row stitch, which I am in love with. So this yarn is actually a Caron cake yarn. Oh wait, I have the thing. I figured out very soon that you need to save these things because inevitably, if you're anything like me, you're going to need to reorder yarn because, you know, you'd never have enough to finish the project, especially since I don't use patterns. I just kind of like jump in with both feet and I just start going. And then I find out, well, gee whiz, that ball of yarn didn't take me very far. So this is a Caron Cakes, and it is rum raisin. Sorry for the glare. So this I'm making for my lovely grandmother, a lapgan for her. So I am having so much fun doing that. And of course, I only had one cake of the rum raisin, so I went to Michael's this weekend, or my lovely husband took me, and they, of course, did not have rum raisin. Like, why would they? Because they probably knew that I was going shopping there that day. I don't know. So yeah, I had to come home and order it. So while I'm waiting for that yarn to come in, I had gone to a garage sale this weekend and found a bunch of yarn. And one of it was this, and this is Caron Simply Soft. Okay, and it is ombre, and it is in the color Baby Brights. So it's so super cute. Again, with the granny stitch, I just love it. Oh my gosh. And it's so easy, you know? It's so easy. Now, it's so easy once you learn the stitches. Let me put that in there because let me tell you, I started crocheting just a few months ago, like at the end of last year, and I can't tell you how many times I've ripped things out and made mistakes. And of course, everybody makes mistakes. And no matter how many times you've been, how many years you've been crocheting or doing something like this. So, but somebody had asked, somebody left a comment on one of my Facebook posts and said, oh, I would love to learn to crochet. And if you're watching this, you know who you are. And my response was, you can learn to crochet. Let me tell you what, if I can learn to crochet, anybody can learn to crochet. But again, it takes patience and it takes practice, okay? And I'm gonna link 2 of the YouTube channels that I have been watching recently. One of them is Blossom Crochet, and the other one is Bella Coco, I believe. So hopefully if I got their names correctly, either way, I'll link their links below, because they're very easy to follow on YouTube. And that's how I actually taught myself, or, well, I didn't teach myself, they taught me, you know, through YouTube. I find it very difficult to read patterns. I'm the type of person that needs to see it being done. Like, show me how to do it, and then I'll copy what you're doing. So it's almost like playing the piano by ear, you know, which is what my son does. So, you know, it's like, yeah, just let me hear you play it and let me see where your fingers are, and then I'll be able to recreate that. So that's how I learn best. So yeah, so I'm making this a baby blanket, and I do believe this right here is 1 skein of yarn, okay? It takes a crap ton of yarn to make anything worthwhile. I'm learning that. But it is super fun to do. And yeah, so this is not even a foot tall, I don't think. No, it's only like 8.5 inches by about 30 inches. Okay. And that's 1 skein of yarn right there. Okay. So I'm obviously, if I want to make a baby blanket, I'm going to need this skein and probably at least 1 more. So yeah, back to Michael's I go, or back to ordering. Oh, and I'm also going to border it, I think, with this. And this is, what is this? This is Lion Brand soft warm blend of lamb's wool and easy care acrylic. Okay, yeah, it is really soft. Yeah, so I think I'm going to use that as a border for this, right? I think that'll be pretty. I don't know. I'm just starting out, so I'm learning as I go. What else? Oh, some other yarn. Oh, and then when I went to Michael's to try to find my rum raisin, and of course they didn't have it, I had to get this. I got 3 of these. These are the big cakes, so I got these. They're by Karen, and let's see what the color of this is. Toffee Brickle. And these babies were only $4. I couldn't pass it up. I couldn't. I think I'm going to make a lapgan for my aunt who takes care of my grandmother. So, yeah. So yeah, that's that. I'm going to use that for that. Like I said, hello, I'm like becoming the crazy yarn lady. Like, I don't know what's going on. And then I got this also, this kind of yarn. There's no packaging on it. Oh, yeah, there is. Oh, here, let's look at this one. This is like crazy yarn, okay? I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet, but I've got 3 skeins of it. So if y'all are, this is Bright and Lofty by Red Heart. We don't do scarves here. So, yeah, if any of you have any idea what I can make with this, let me know in the comments. I've got 3 skeins of it, so. And I'm probably not going to try to search to find, you know, any more skeins of that. But yeah, so let's see here. Is that all I've been doing? Yeah, I think so. This is going to be extra long, I do believe. I have not worked on my Childcraft journal. I want to get that done because now it does have a home that it's going to, a very special home that it's going to. So I'm going to do that. And then I think I'm going to start making some journals out of boxes, right? This is like and look how cute that is going to be. I'm going to somehow attempt to use this window, if you can see that. Yeah. I don't know how it's going to work out, guys. I don't know, but we're going to try it anyway. So let's see. Yeah, so these are just really easy to use and for a journal. And let's see how big the spine would be. The spine is like 1 7/8, and no, yes, 1 7/8. And so I would probably put 3 signatures in here. I'm sorry if I'm shaking you about. I would probably put 3 signatures in here, and I just find these a lot easier, honestly, to work with than to work with an already like a recycled book. Although I'm still going to try to work on recycled books for journals, but these, I have a whole load of these boxes, and they are like the perfect size, right? Let me see. The length of this, oh, come on, Elizabeth, is like 7 1/4 by not even 5 inches. So 4 7/8. So what I like to do is take a regular sheet of paper and simply fold it in half, right? That's what I like to do. And then I don't know, that's just me. So I'm going to attempt to do a few of these, I think. Yeah, and pretty those up. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. Make some more of these little things, make loads of these little things, right? Because these are super easy to make, to put into journals. And yeah, so I think that's what I'm going to do. And since today I don't have to work on my Fauxbonichi until tomorrow, yeah, I need to do that. Oh, I also need to do those videos in the video series, the evolution of my journals, and continue on with the whole Fauxbonichi thing. But since I took a bit of a hiatus last week, yeah, I need to get working on those. And yeah, I think that's it for now. I know you guys are probably thinking, dear Lord, thank you, because this has gone on long enough. Oh my gosh, 30 minutes. So thank you for sticking it out with me and hanging out with me. And yeah, I'm hopefully going to get back on schedule and back to regular scheduled programming and all of that fun stuff. So yeah, I hope y'all have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you again, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.